So, I've been kind of thinking for like the past 5 minutes. Hey, I should probably make a video or something. I don't know. I just wanted to uh rank all the Monster Hunter weapons. I mean, Generations is my first game, so of course I haven't experienced like every single weapon, but that should be good enough for an experience. Anyway, I'm gonna go in like the ranks. So like I'm gonna go in order of ranks. So I'll go with D, then C, then B, then A and S. I won't go by weapon order. So, huh? Oh, sorry. I gotta place that real quick. There we go. Now everything's in like in a neat order. And I guess we'll just start. So first of all, D. Um, there are only two weapons I could think of that I really just hate using. Okay, so first off is hammer because um I am really not good at hammer because for the life of me, I cannot hit the head like enough, and well, it's really, really hard for me to stun monsters for some reason. I don't know if I'm just bad at it or if RNG just really hates me like that, but it's fine. Overall, I would say like I don't really use hammer often. I probably only use it for Hellblade hunts. Sometimes if I'm really feeling really bored like that, just so then I can, I guess, get the powders. And yeah, that's one of the two weapons. Actually, no, there are three weapons I probably would put in here. But let's go on to the next one. The last weapon. Actually, no, the second to last weapon. I'd say I do not like heavy bowgun. I really prefer the light bowgun, which you'll see the ranking later. Hmm, heavy bowgun just feels so slow to me. I know it's really got power behind it, but for the life of me, I can't use it. Valor heavy bowgun I actually haven't tried yet. I do have image GU, but I'm pretty excited to use Valor Heavy Bowgun because everyone says it like breaks the game. But for right now in Gen, it just like really doesn't cut it off for me just because it's too slow. And for the last one, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Haunting Horn is just not for me. It is by far my worst weapon to use because it's hard to concentrate on doing both songs and offense. And all of that time, I can't. I have to think to myself: do I want to be supportive or do I want to actually like deal out some damage? Because I know that the thing has stun as well, but I don't know, just really not a weapon for me. So with that, I think I've like basically finished off D rank. Now for C rank, these are weapons I generally really just don't use much, but I could see some use in them. First off, I'm definitely gonna put Charge Blade in here. I really only use Charge Blade in aerial style because, like, the reason is because, of course, I cannot hit files when I am, like, so inaccurate with them. But aerial style at least, like, reprimands that a bit, but even so, it's really hard for me to use Charge Blade, plus the entire concept of just, like, charging up first before you attack is just, ugh, it's really not for me. I'm more of just a really aggressive guy. But I can really enjoy using Charge Blade sometimes, which is why it's in C rank. Let's see what else. You know what? I think that might be the only one in C rank because every other one of these weapons seems like something I would use on a decent hunt. Yeah, of course, the only weapon in C rank is Charge Blade. Now for B rank. These are weapons I will definitely use sometimes. They're not weapons I'm gonna regularly use, but like if I'm feeling bored, I definitely feel like these weapons I could definitely do good with. So, first of all, I think I'm gonna definitely have to put both gunner weapons in here. I do prefer the bow more than light bow gun. Light bow gun just feels, eh. I hate like restocking up on ammo and stuff, but I really do love when you just have to fire and be aggressive like that. Bow is, I just, it's really aggressive and it's really great for like dishing out some damage. I we- as I said, I've been always like a really aggressive person when it comes to hunts, so it feels great to always have like a way to like actively be on the monster at all times. Let's see what else. What else could go in here? You know what? I'll put the sword and shield here. I do use sword and shield sometimes. Like a lot of times, if you ever see me in online help, you'll probably see me use it like 3 times during an entire session. I mostly use the depth sword and shield just so then I don't die because I know everyone says striker's best, but it just doesn't feel right with sword and shield. Your attacks just don't seem very powerful, and I know that there is like that whole you can use your items while it's out thing, but I only find that useful on hunts like Silver Rathlos where you absolutely have to use a weapon, not a weapon, an item during a hunt. So overall, it just doesn't feel very powerful to me. And one more weapon, I think it'll have to be the lance. I don't know. Lance feels so good to me, and yet it doesn't. I think it just feels like whenever I look at someone else use it, it always looks so amazing. But whenever I use it, it just feels underwhelming. It feels so slow, and I definitely know I'm using it wrong. Um, I use like guard +2, absolute evade lancing, um, evasion +2 lancing, and yet none of them just feel right to me. I can never like get out of my head like how to charge correctly. I'm always getting hit at the end of it. Let's see. Should I add something else? Yes. B rank is definitely going to be the largest, but I'm gonna have to add greatsword here. Greatsword has always been a weapon that I wanted to use because, I mean, every single like try hard and like overall great person just like has to respect the greatsword, and that's obvious. But for me, for I see like a lot of other people say this as well that like the greatsword is like a hard weapon to use, or rather, as people love to say, it's a weapon easy to learn but hard to master. At least for guild greatsword anyway. Um, I'll definitely use it like a lot of times during a session, but overall, I just never feel like I can get like good with it. But honestly, pretty good weapon here. I just not very good at using it. And with that, I think we've created B rank. Now for A rank. These are weapons I will definitely use like during any session. So first off, I think we'll have to start off with Insect Glaive. I really hate like getting extracts because whenever I'm in the hub, I want to be contributing like the most, and just to like be the person to stay out of the fighting because I have to collect my Kinsects first. On the plus side, that like I'm also very bad at collecting Kinsects and like collecting extracts in like a very short amount of time. But I'm not really good at that, so most of the time I'm sticking back, and I feel bad for like having to stick around. But when you're aerial insect glaive, I swear that can be so addicting. I don't care what anyone says, I just cannot master guild style for the rest of my life. Adept is something that I used to use for the memes, but honestly, just the feeling that like your Kinsec can never like you have to cooldown, it's just really weird. And if you use Striker, just stop. Like you need to reconsider something. With that, I think Insect Glaive is pretty good, and I'll definitely use it sometimes. Now for Dual Blades. I never use Dual Blades a lot during a session, but whenever I use them, I just feel like a god. Adept Dual Blades are like some of the best Adept styling you'll see in this game. If that's what you call it. Like, I know Striker's best, but like, gosh damn, it just feels invincible whenever you use Adept. They can be really good when you use them, but what I hate is like you can't use them on like really casual hunts because you have to use Mega Dash use. I know what you're saying. You don't have to use Mega Dash use with dual blades all the time. They're really good with dash use, but you can use them without it. Well, for me, I'm too bad to use that. People who are actually good at this game use dual blades without dash use. But really, whenever I use them, it just feels so good to have them on you. I just really have those minor pet peeves of just how insatiable the Mega Dash juice consumption is. Like, I find myself using 3 to 2 on a daily basis on hunt, per hunt. So that makes it like a really non-casual weapon, and I only bring it during hunts like Hyper Raging or something like that. But, I also dislike how the sharpness is just so insatiable, so it really gets annoying to have to like sharpen, do my dash use, and all of that. And of course, you have to do that on top of your healing, but overall, they can be a really great weapon. And I'm pretty sure you've heard me say it already that like I'm these weapons are great, but yeah, I'm not great at using them. You've heard that enough already. And for my final A rank, man, how can I describe Longsword? I would love to use some anime kind of wording here, but I my my dignity would just be at stake there. I swear, this is so much of an anime weapon, and yet it's so good. I can never get rid of it depth in my mind. It's just it feels like you can shuffle around a monster with those fade slashes and then just cutting up right to them. It just feels so good to wield the thing. Like if you add any anime sound effects on top of this longsword, oh my gosh, it's a bloodfest. And I swear, you can just turn this thing into an automatic AMV. And with that, we've completed A rank, and so far, I'd say this looks decent. And now for my last two weapons. Yeah, you're probably surprised to see one. So, the first one I'm going to put is, of course, my second favorite weapon to use overall. Now, which one do I like more? Honestly, these are both the weapons that like got me into like the vibe of Monster Hunter. Like they make me feel so good whenever I'm playing with them because they just feel so like you know what? It's really hard to describe it. Describe your favorite Monster Hunter weapon is really hard, but I already know what my second one is. Switch Axe is amazing. It's always got that damage output. It's always got like so much power behind it. It feels so good to hit with it. Demon Riot plus energy charge broken. And yet it's really a hassle to obtain, but it's one of the slower hitting weapons, but honestly I don't care. Just every hit feels like something worth it. It's a weapon that I'll take very casual like very much so. I'm pretty sure that this is number one on my guild card for most used weapons, but the reason I don't prefer it as my favorite weapon is just because the first one is a weapon that got me into Monster Hunter Generations, like as a whole, because I just didn't know anything about the game, and then it came along. So with that, let me introduce you my favorite weapon of all time. Fun Lance is a good weapon. I don't care what you say, it always will be good. The difference between this and Lance is the simple fact that Lance feels really clunky. This feels even clunkier, but more fun. I swear, Gunlance is such a joy to play because either you're going to be knocking around people all the time, you're going to be missing your shots all the time, you're going to be missing Wyvern's Fire, and yet it doesn't matter. Just full bursting everywhere, just explosions everywhere. It feels so fun to use. It is definitely what it's supposed to be called, a fun lance. I know people say that it got nerfed from MH4U because it got the heat gauge, but in my opinion, it's not very hard to keep up the heat gauge, especially if you're using stuff um, like wide gun lances, or you're using full burst with no more, and it just feels so good. Gun lance is just my favorite weapon because even when I was starting to begin this game, um, I started this game with dual blades because I thought, ha ha ha, Cure Dojo, Cure. But I soon found out those things aren't quite cut out for me. But Gunlance was there to stay. I just loved it because it's so off the top and so funny. To think that one of my favorite weapon would literally be a gun on a lance. I don't know. It's creative genius, I guess. I don't know who made that, but thank you, whoever. With that, that's my tier list for Monster Hunter weapons. Um, I hope this wasn't too offensive for anyone that was watching this. I do truly think that like every weapon has someone using it, no matter how bad it is, especially a certain one. During Mortals. But I just want to let you know that I love every single weapon. Monster Hunter is just such a good franchise for like making me love every single weapon. And I hope that like this wasn't like a controversial thing to someone that like, haha, this weapon bad. You already heard me through the video. I just don't know how to use them. This is my personal tier list, so if you have any objections to it, well, yeah, it's your opinion. But with that, I guess that's it. Uh, wow. Because I don't have an outro. Bye.